Hello, people of Earth! It's your pal, the Orbital Outcast, Rad Gnarly, coming your way with another Loki broadcast. Today is Thursday, and by now you should know what that means. More in-ring action and boardroom transactions in Fire Pro Wrestling World. First, I'd like to say hello to everybody in chat or checking us out on VOD. No matter where or when you happen to be in this great big old world of ours, I'm happy to have you with us, and hope that it finds you well. And that weird throat movement there was me fending off a yawn, because truth be told, I am absolutely wiped today. I'm just having one of those strange, groggy kind of days where it didn't matter that I got a full night's sleep. I still was sort of landlocked in bed until about 4 in the afternoon, and only sort of peeled myself out of it to get some food, do a few exercises, and then prep for this. So I should caution y'all, I'm not going to have the energy I normally do, and likely we're only booking one event tonight. Likely, because it's going to take us about 2 hours all told. And I probably have that much gas left in the tank. Don't want to push myself. Anyway, let's get to the boardroom here. See, I could barely get up the energy for that. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, I was checking on the wrestler stats. How everybody in my promotion was feeling as I'm trying to pre-book a show. Okay, let's take... Hang on one second. I turned my controller on, so sometimes Microsoft Visual C++ runtime library has to get all in my business about it. Okay, now, let's check us out here. Training center, we always do our maintenance, so we're good there. See everything? We, okay, I'm going to do everything in the 20,000s, because that's like 100 and some thousand. That's not too bad to add on here. Grappling dummy, level 3, go! Okay, medicine ball. Maxed out. Sandbag. Maxed out our sandbag. What else do we have at 20? There's 25er. Rec room level 3. Okay. Well, that's good to know. We have these at their maximum capacity. Okay, so about $100,000 in additional upgrades there. I know we're going to have to produce more merchandise. Okay. Full slate of t-shirts, towels, and photo collections. And then, of course, pardon me, I seem to be shedding mustache hairs into my own mouth. Nasty. Okay. Our scouts are still doing their thing. We have a contract to offer. Oh, yes. Now, if I double check our records here, our promotional statistics, we have 31 of 32 roster slots full. Gotta fill those roster slots. Oh, we're in A in America and a B in Latin America, the only two places we've actually toured, so that's pretty fun. We're getting over in our home territory. We might branch out in the coming months to beyond just Latin America. If I can stay A in America and slowly get everything else up to like a B, and then try to like get America to S and then A's across the board, I'd be real happy about that. My end goal is S's, like the most popular promotion in the world, but friendly with as many promotions as we can be, so we have like super shows, like not just the super shows I was running in Generation 1 where I was putting on 2 like 10 match dream cards, but similar to that, but also including like our talent versus, for example, like WWE's talent and so on, or New Japan's talent, so on and so forth. Oh yeah, I have to repair our relationship with the AEW. We started exchanging talent, and unfortunately the AEW talent sent to GWA kept getting hurt. And Helico, and then I believe Priscilla Kelly against the debuting Jon Moxley, sent her back to AEW with an injury. So they were kind of normal, leaning toward friendly, and now they're back to indifferent. So we're going to do what we can to repair relationships there. Oh, DDT is now indifferent to us. I guess if you don't interact with them. No, that's not true. We haven't interacted with these 3 in a while, and we're still friendly with them. So I guess once you establish friendly relations, at least nobody hates us. That's all we're going for so far. At least nobody hates us. I didn't do anything, but I'm going to save regardless. And then let's take a sneaky peek at what we can do. Actually, you know what? I was doing a little pre-stream scouting, as I normally do. And I have that one last, contract for our 32nd roster member. And I know I want it to be a junior talent because we have, I think, 22 heavies and 9 juniors at the moment, and I think 22 and 10 is a good mix. It doesn't really make a difference. Most titles, the only difference it makes is literally for the junior title. All the other titles are open weight. But I had trouble getting past narrowing it down to like 4 people. So what I thought I would do is, instead of just sort of hem and haw and try to decide for myself in what order to pursue these 4 talents, we're playing a wrestling game. So let's pretend, for the sake of argument, that we invited these 4 talents to an undisclosed location, and we were just sort of had a scouting match. So let's have ourselves, pardon me, scouting match, battle royal style, and what that is eventually going to mean. Oh, and look at this, I already have it set up. What that's going to mean is that this is a 4-way elimination match. These are the 4 talents, and before you start yelling at me, before you start sending all those cards and letters, I know we employed Darby Allin in our last generation of the GWA. However, this is a different version of Darby Allin than the one prior. As you can see, it has its updated and more accurate tattoos. It has, I think, 4 or 5 different ways he can hit the coffin drop, as opposed to the one that we had before. Mind you, the one that we had before won himself the GWA Championship with that very coffin drop, pinning Daniel Bryan, I might add, who you might see on Wednesday and Friday nights. Check your local listings. So anyway, we're going to throw, and he's refused to even come in as a guest talent before. So honestly, he should be 4 of 4 on the list, but he's in the top 4, so he's in the match, along with Speedball Mike Bailey, who I've gotten to watch on the Canadian independent scene for a while. Got to watch some of his work in DDT. Unfortunately, like visa and pandemic issues have sort of sidelined him for the last little bit, but I believe he's getting the all clear to begin performing internationally again. So look forward to seeing him shortly on TV. But until then, we have first crack at hiring them here. Sho just turned heel in New Japan, and that was intriguing enough for me to give them a second look. And Flamita is currently in Ring of Honor in real life, doing a demonic version of their character. This is technically a demonic Flamita edit, but I just changed the name back to Flamita and put demonic as their nickname. So the default attire, or 2, like the first couple of attires of 4, are the demonic version. But this is just plain old Flamita, who will be plain old Flamita, who will be in this plain old ring in the dojo, refereed by the top official here in the GWA, Sasquatch. As we said, this is going to be a 4-way elimination match, just to sort of determine, just to get a good look at the talent. We're going to determine a ranking, and then whomever wins this match, that's who we're going to pursue for the 32nd and final spot on the GWA roster, rounding out our junior division with the 10th entry there. Okay, so we are ready to go. I might not be commentating. Wow. I wanted to say commenting and commentating, or commentarying. As hard, oh my gosh, as focused, as proficiently, there we go. That's the word that makes sense there. As I might normally, because as you might be able to tell, a little brain foggy today, a little out of it, a little cuckoo banana. Yeah, looking forward to an evening curl up in bed with the Brooklyn Nine-Nine series finale. That's going to be a real tearjerker, no matter what they do there. Plus, it's probably also going to be hilarious. And I'm currently in my private watching of certain periods in wrestling history. I'm now back on my 80s bowl, sheesh. And I'm in 1983, looking at AWA and WCCW shows. Anyway, so that's going to be my excitement after this. But long before I do that, we have this dark match for the GWA office. I'm even going to keep myself on screen this whole time. That's how much of an official match this is not. So we're just going to take a look at these 4 talent. I'm here primarily. Oh no, there's no crowd. Oh, that's awesome. I'm here primarily to scout. Obviously, whomever wins gets priority, but we're going to be taking a look at these 4 athletes. One of which we will prioritize signing on the dotted line to join our junior division, or just to join our roster in general. Be our 10th junior heavyweight talent, technically. Mike Bailey, big karate background. You'll see him. He's got the shorts on, like literal shorts, like the sort of the boxer brief style. No boots, just kick pads. I've never seen him wrestle in boots, to be honest. So a bit of an interesting style there. But again, he uses a lot of kicks, so maybe it just feels more natural for him to attack that way. You see Darby Allin and Flamita there pairing off for the western quadrant of the ring, right underneath my big dumb face, I would think. Yeah, there we go. As I said, this is a, I don't want to say enhanced, but certainly a newer version of Darby Allin. As you can see, it's got more accurate tattoos. You have to put the same tattoo on both arms, unfortunately, so he's got 2 skeleton arms instead of just the one he actually has, but... Oh! Bit of a miscommunication. Now, this is an elimination match, by the way, so could be here for a little while. I don't know if these gentlemen will be breaking up each other's pinfalls. It's also good to do a little ranking match this way because, you know, we're still operating under the 3 strikes rule. So if whomever wins this gets top priority for contract negotiations and doesn't like the terms of the deal 3 times in a row, we're going to be moving on to the second person, to the third, to the fourth. One of these 4 is going to end up on the roster. That is a guarantee, because surely one of these 4 gentlemen is going to accept a contract offer. We'll see how we're going to prioritize it. Tequila Sunrise there. Shout out to Conan from La Famita. Nice extension on that as well. That, geez, what is that? That's not a snapmare, is it? Might be a snapmare. Great extension on that from Lita. A little more lucha flair in his work. I'm noticing here. See there, like they're breaking up pinfalls, which is just silly because it's an elimination. I guess they just want to show their dominance and claim all the pinfalls themselves. Love that move. I mean, it's simple. It's just gets a little extra flair to it. Looking good. The flaring Flamita. Looking for the Flam Fly, by the way. Flamita's finisher. Oh! A vicious chop to the face of Show there from Flamita, who now backs him into the corner. Bailey going to work with those kicks. Proficient with martial arts is one speedball Mike Bailey. Shout out to Fighting Back, the Wrestling Fights Cancer event. And I don't know if they're calling it Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, or if they're calling it Vanier, which is still sort of the national capital region. Oh, dang! That was a vicious backbreaker. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ring there. Was that the shock arrow? No, this is the shock arrow. Bam! Spikes him! Flamita's in trouble! 2! Wow, what resilience. Fighting for that all-important contract offer from the GWA. One of these 4 gentlemen would love to stroll down the gnarly wrestling aisle. Anyway, Fighting Back, I believe, is Saturday, coming up in a couple of days. Mike Bailey will be taking on Red Death Daniel Garcia, who you might be seeing on AEW television, for the C4 Championship in that event. C4 being Capital City Championship Combat, the local promotion in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, that I urge those local and those with an IWTV subscription to check out. Many of the formative talent of that promotion is on TV pretty much most days of the week now, as there are Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, Thursdays. Every weekday, it seems. One promotion or another's got TV. Bam! Good Lord, Flamita. Great extension on that double underhook into that sit-out backbreaker. Just murdering spines in this one. Nice buzzsaw kick there. Show slowing things down with an armbar, but Mike Bailey having none of it. Again, this is elimination, fellas. Someone might have told him it was first pin, but that is not the case. That is an option, but this is just a normal battle royal, and the normal battle royal rules are elimination. Not over the top, because we disabled that. Just regular 3 count or submission. I don't believe there are countouts or disqualifications outside of the ring, of course, but there's a 5 count DQ in the ring. 1, 2. Here we go. Oh, thought we might see our first elimination there. This is going to be interesting. I wonder if they're going to be going to give me a percentage after the match, because it's usually like audience satisfaction, and there's nobody here. Maybe that's just sort of a report grade. Nice missile dropkick there from Mike Bailey. All 4 of these athletes looking to impress. That's what we said. Boom! A vaunted contract offer from GWA on the line here. Darby Allin, again, I don't know why they're breaking up pinfalls. Don't be silly, guys. We're already at 15 minutes and nobody's been eliminated, so time to thin the herd. Man, that double underhook. The extra extension he gets before flipping it into the backbreaker by Flamita there. What a moveset.
1, 2.
Hang on. Oh, Mike Bailey just escapes there as well. Inching ever closer to our first elimination.
Break.
There are rope breaks in effect, so this is contested under GWA rules. Mind you, we don't put 4-ways or multiple person matches of this sort on pay-per-view, because we cannot, unfortunately. Oh my gosh! Mike Bailey, I believe, stealing another patented Flamita move there. Another vicious double underhook into a face breaker that time. Lots of knees to faces in the offense of Flamita.
Break.
Getting rolled up there by Darby Allin. Haven't seen quite the spark at a Darby that I was expecting. This is my first look at the new edit. Oh, muscle buster position dropped into a power bomb. Ridiculous. I mean, I guess it's safer than the muscle buster itself. Shout out to Tyson Kidd. Hope you're feeling well. But dang, Flamita. Trying to murderize his opponents. I don't know if that's the demonic influence or that's just the way he rolls. But good gracious. Like, look at these chops, too. Oh, needs that missile dropkick to end that argument. Show gets sent back out to the floor. It's the only way they're getting a little time and space and room to shine is clearing the ring of their other opponents. Oh, Flamita countering Darby Allin's attempt to hold him for that missile dropkick into an arm whip, which also ducked him underneath the missile dropkick. Nice psychology there. Out of Flamita, dodging 2 moves in 1. Oh, Bailey got him with it eventually. Kind of in time with Show's dropkick off the ropes. Hang on. Oh! Powerbomb into the double knee backbreaker by Show. Darby Allin's poor spine. Oh! Small package. Got him hooked. Darby Allin escapes it too. Pays him no mind even. Big old coffin drop miss. Bailey eats a super kick to the face though. Hot dang, guys. We're 20 minutes plus here. Let's shake a leg. Let's get some eliminations going. I still have to do contract negotiations. I still have to book the first show. I mean, the only show for today, but I'm still gonna book the show. Oh! The Acai DDT. Stolen out of the playbook. Well, I think Darby Allin. Or maybe Mike Bailey. I think both of them do it.
1.
Again, Darby. It's elimination, brah. Let's Flamita thin the herd. You're only helping yourself. If somebody that's not you goes out first, that puts them at the bottom of the priority list.
Yeah.
Flamita going ham for this contract. Oh! Repeated kicks to the midsection from Mike Bailey. Hang on! Darby Allin escapes a German suplex pin attempt. The force of Show's kick there, knocking 2 of his opponents down. Oh! Oh, dang it, Mike Bailey. Okay, Show and Bailey toward the center of the ring. Darby Allin throws Flamita into the back of Show. Yep, lovely extension on that snapmare. Darby Allin with not a similar version at all. Frankensteiner from the top.
1, 2,
Oh, I think Bailey thinks he's got the
3.
pin here, but it's in fact Flamita that's going out first. I would not have called that based on his offense alone. Looks like he was crushing fools. All right. We continue on here. So let me just update my
1,
text file real quick.
2.
Putting Flamita at the bottom of the priority list for this next and final hire, at least for now. Flamita! Down you go. I have a couple of heavies also in the waiting in the wings that I can potentially hire later, but at some point I'm going to be employing solely real-life wrestlers and no longer have any computer-generated people in the league. So, just being, you know, because we had a whole season with the industry. In this iteration, they're the standard. I'm eventually just gonna, I'm just being totally transparent, I'm eventually gonna be replacing every member of the standard with a real-life wrestler. Oh my gosh, shooting star into the knees! That's the ultimate weapon! Oh, and it almost puts Darby Allin away. What a finishing maneuver from Mike Bailey. You can't really tell because of the speed of the things, but he is alternating legs on those kicks, on that kick combination. Something I've seen him do in real life. Mind you, they're a little more spirited, and they certainly hit a little higher than it looks like he's hitting Darby in the ding-dong there. Sure! One-winged angel! But Darby kicks out. Apparently Mike Bailey does the one-winged angel. Interesting. We already got one of those, Mike Bailey. Oh, show just so much double knee offense, and then that. His own variation of the underhook pile driver.
1, 2.
The shock arrow, he calls it. We are 30 minutes deep in this one. Again, all four of these competitors going for it. Flamita already back in the locker room, changing out of their gear, showering up, probably putting on a fresh mask to come out later. You know how those luchadors be. 3D! Oh, back to that kick combo. Just speed bagging that guy's mommy daddy button. Oh, dropped again, the knees to the back. Show the number of ways to get his knees in your, all up into your spine. Bailey sure loves that combo. Oh, man! Bit of trouble in paradise, it would seem. Oh, no! Super kick by Show. And Bailey was rocking and rolling there. Speedball was feeling it. Gets in the way of Show's attack at Darby Allin. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, oh! Flips him over! Darby, just stay put. Stay put, bud.
3.
There it is. Show is out. They're now prioritized number 3. So it looks like we're going to be going Darby Allin or Mike Bailey. Time will tell. Big buzzsaw kick to the side of the head of Darby Allin. Hooks the leg
1,
deep. Does Bailey 2 and no. These athletes have been going for 35 minutes strong here. There's an Asai DDT. Appealing to the crowd that doesn't exist, but good instincts. Oh, nice clothesline from Darby Allin. Trying to see if I can get a little more out of Darby Allin. They've taken a beating, but haven't really seen much of their own signature offense, to be honest. 1, 2. Bailey with almost a 3 count after a shooting star press to the back of Darby Allin. Alright, setting Bailey up in the corner. Misses a big elbow drop, though. Or, not a drop. Elbow butt. Elbow smash. Elbow smash. Darby again appealing to the crowd that not quite here. Sure, it would have elicited a huge response, though. The last two standing here trading blows. Oh, dang! Mike Bailey thought he did what he needed to do with that spin kick, but Darby Allin's drop kick said no thanks. Oh, geez! Bailey gets his immediate revenge back up top. Big missile drop kick to Darby Allin's chest. And they're 40 minutes into this match, too. Mike Bailey's feet got to be stanking. sweaty feet in the middle of the ring. Whole canvas smells like a sock. Darby whipping him from pillar to post here. Oh, thought he might be setting up for the coffin drop. Okay. Like he's got a guy down close to the ropes here. Saw him attempt it once and miss. Meanwhile, Mike Bailey, boom! Shooting star knees to the back of Darby Allin. Rolls him into the cover. One, two. Darby out again. Quick small package. These are deadly. There it is. Darby Allin with the Smoky Mountain Wrestling booking. Takes a beating and then wins with a roll-up. Okay. So it looks like we're going to extend the contract invitation to Darby Allin first. And then Mike Bailey following that show, and then Flamita in that order. Match evaluation 100%. So I guess if you just put on... Maybe that's why they're not in Fire Promoter on purpose. Like, obviously it's on purpose. But like maybe the reasoning is if you just have a bunch of people fight for long enough, eventually you're just going to get 100%. And if you just did Battle Royal matches with like 4 to 8 people, you could probably just get that like in every match. You know what I mean? Okay, back to Fire Promoter mode. Let us enter contract negotiations with Darby Allin, whom I'm pretty sure doesn't share the same ring philosophy that we do. By which I mean, I don't think that they are strong style. Okay, human resources. Let us offer a contract. Here we go. Whee! What's up, Darbs? Yeah, showman style. Not super popular, but we know what they're capable of. Like, look at this. Figure 4 jackknife. That's his fun pinning combination. Didn't see him try that really. Oh, man, I saw him try it once, I guess. Didn't see a code red attempt. Saw the coffin drop. Didn't see one from the apron, which is another signature move. I don't know if that's apron inside or apron outside. A springboard coffin drop would be really interesting. You have to spring. You have to do a twisting springboard to be facing the right way, and then just sort of like, you know, launch himself backwards bodily towards whomever you wanted to hit. Okay, so by virtue of winning the match, Darby Allin, we're going to take you out to a mediocre dinner, and we're going to enter contract negotiations. How does $5,000 grab you? That's 10 months of your terrible salary. I mean, we're gonna get you back up. We're gonna boost that as soon as we can. But how does this grab you? How do you feel about working for us? Okay, didn't like it. That's strike one for Darby. We're gonna highball them, so to speak, by offering the maximum bonus from now on, because quite honestly, their salary is nothing, and their bonus is nothing. We are a $7 million corporation right now. We can afford it. Okay. Oops. North America. Back down to Darby. Maximum monies. There we go. Darby Allin, the 32nd of 32, to join the ranks. Interesting. Let's do a little creative bookkeeping here. Move them over there, and them over there. Okay. And in and amongst our, that's not right. In and amongst our junior talent, I need to duplicate the entry and put it down here as well. And I need to say everything I'm doing so people understand. Okay. Now let us manage some stables. We have a new person to put in the face stable. So let us. Oh, I already have John Moxley in the heels. Perfect. Everyone after Darby. Okay, Kenny and down. Bing bong bing bong bing bong bing. No affiliation. And then we got a no affiliation. If I put everybody back in this order, or if I put everybody back like this, they should stay in order. Haha! Now everybody's still alphabetized. Okay. We have hired whom we need to hire. I'm gonna have a consultation with them immediately and offer them a big fat raise just for showing up. Thanks. There's no way you're only making $500. So enjoy your maximum raise. Thanks. Haven't worked with us once, but enjoy your raise. Okay, speaking of, let me check to see if this starting to lose trust in you is because their salaries are too low, or is there another cause for their discontent? That's mostly because we've been hiring people that don't start out trusting us very well, and it's not getting difficult, but it is more difficult to convince those of a certain match type, in this case showmen, to adhere to a more strong style booking convention. So we're having to change some hearts and minds here. We're working on it. We keep featuring them in high profile matches, hoping that that will do it. It's essentially our Hall of Fame division, if you want to call it that. Okay, that we're having issues with in terms of trust. I don't want to call them prima donnas or anything, but they certainly know their way around a negotiation. Okay. Was I up to $40 doing this? That's awesome. Let me double check my match rules and stuff. Bing bong ding 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 bong bong bing 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 bong bong bing bong bing 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 bong 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 bong. Okay, those are all the same. Okay, title match. As per always, I'm booking a 7-match card, hoping we can fill a 15,000 seater with 7 high-quality matches featuring the top talent of the GWA. That's an interesting, possibly first-time matchup. Hang on. Okay, so we are starting with the tippy top of things. Don't you dare, Windows. I saw you pop up and tell me you wanted to restart the computer because of some stupid update. Don't you dare. Okay, title match. Kenta Kobashi in our main event. Kenta Kobashi and his opponent, Mitsuharu Misawa. So yeah, Kobashi Misawa for the big gold, for the big title in the main event. Just under that, Hall of Fame champion. Oh yeah, that's right, Adam Page is the AAA champion. I keep forgetting that. He's not even on this card. I'm going to send him to AAA. See if he can lose that belt down there. Okay, The Undertaker. And again, I'm just doing Hall of Fame matches. Undertaker, Kurt Angle in your semi-main. Speaking of other just sort of showcase matches, Shawn Michaels, where are you, buddy? On the heel side of things. Still got that C-Trust, like real popular everywhere, but not really understanding what we're doing with the GWA quite yet. And someone has a beef, and that someone is Raven. So I don't know if this ever happened in real life, but we're going to do Raven versus Shawn Michaels in a singles match, third from the top. And then what's our next one? Ah, yes, another singles matchup. Let's go to our heels. The newly signed Jon Moxley. Oh, it's got Pirate. That's awesome. It's got the Jericho Took My Eye version. That's hilarious. Okay. All right. Got that there. Against Stone Cold Steve Austin, who doesn't trust us, but we keep putting him in high-profile matches. That's why we keep doing it, to be honest. Okay, match number 3 is going to be a 6-person tag, where we see the rest of the Doldrums. Big Doldrum night. Let's do Kino in first. Sure. Kino, McIntyre. Now I got McIntyre's old theme stuck in my head. What is yours? Now he's mine. Okay. So that's the rest of the Doldrums kicking it against the trio from the Standard. We're going to go all the guys that play fair. Divine Matt Robinson, your inaugural GWA champion. Hollywood Hunk Jack Howard. Anti-Gravity Kid David Houston. Okay, getting there. We got 2 more matches and we got 4,000 seats to fill. I think we're going to get there. Because we have, and this is, you're only defaulting here because you happen to be in the red corner against somebody who's going to be debuting for us. So, dressed all in red in the red corner is Kairi Sane against our newest signee. Where are you? Darby Allin 2.0. Oh, okay. Let's see. Taped up hands, not taped up hands with slightly different jean shorts. Slightly different jean shorts, no elbow pad. Slightly different jean shorts, no taping of any kind. That's fun. Let's do that. Almost there. Let's see if we can do it with this first match. I'm pretty sure. Oops, not a singles. Not a singles. Had a tag in mind. Let's get another champion on the show. Let's put some action from our tag team division in the opening match as Randy Orton is teaming with his partner Ilya Dragunov, the GWA Junior Heavyweight Champion, facing those opening match warriors, the Mad Buds. We're going to start Mad Polly and Buddy Murphy. Let me see that purple gear. Yeah! Boom! And there, just like that, we filled the place up, 15,000 strong, 40 bucks a head. We're getting $300,000 from the TV companies just to put the show on, so that covers all of our expenses. Before I even think about the fact that I'm making $600,000 on the gate alone. I gotta go make some merchandise now. Okay. Confirm that match card. Yes, I've already written all of that written out, and it went just swimmingly according to plan, at least in terms of getting the matches signed. How the matches will go, we're going to have to find out together. Just making little updates to my text file. Let's get back over here. Okay, so let's save that with our card booked. Let's go make some merchandise. I'm gonna go 555. I'm not gonna sell it all here, but I could use it if I run a smaller show next time. I've already put the time and effort in, you know what I mean? These are getting to be expensive, putting these shows on. 5 of these as well. I'm pretty sure I'll sell them out. The only risk here is that they only last the one show. All the other things can be resold later. Okay. Bing, 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 bing. See, our expenses are still under what we're going to be making on the gate alone. So that's total expenses with production costs and stuff like that. So that is we still profit just by getting everybody in the building. And since we're not inviting anybody, it's all GWA talent. We're using 20 out of our 32 roster members. Less chance that they're not going to show up. Okay, but speaking of showing up, it's time to mend some fences. Let us loan AAA their champion. They're not a popular wrestler, so the offer may fall through. This is literally the AAA champion. You probably want them on your show. Thank you. Okay, let's save that. Adam Page is off to AAA. Now, let's try to mend this fence. Omega's kind of hurt. I don't want to send them Kenny Omega. I don't really have a good heel. I'm using all the good ones. Oh, hang on. Y'all want KG? Oh, y'all want Okada to come on your show? How about that? Oh wait, he's not very popular here. KG Muto's more popular. Let's try Muto. Muto to AEW, please. Dang, no interest in working with us. That's not right. Okay, I'm gonna try 3 strikes on Muto and then move on to the next person. Hey, Sir Happy, what's going on? Nice to see you. Hope you're having a good night. We are booking just one show this evening as I am wiped out. Thank you very much for the stretch redemption. Ooh, let me just punch one of my ring lights on the way by. Oh, needed that. Thank you very much. As I was in the middle of explaining. Kind of low energy tonight. You might not be able to hear it in my voice, but when I start messing up sentences in mid-matches, you'll see it or hear it loud and clear. Okay. AEW, we're trying to mend these fences. Let's try to send them Muto again. But he's one of the most popular wrestlers of all time. Okay, Muto. Oh, it starts again. Okay, Aiden, please don't hurt KG Muto. I'm also going to maybe send Okada. Maybe I can send them Okada too. Watch your buddy's back. They're not nearly as popular, but watch your buddy's back. I'm pretty sure I saved. Hang on, just in case I say no. Sometimes I do this and I don't even remember doing it because I do it so often. Okay, loan AEW, Kazuchika Okada. Pretty sure you're going to have a good time with Kazuchika Okada on your show, AEW. Okay, I'm going to 3-strike it on Okada, and then after that, I think I'm done sending people. I'm trying to send 2 people to AEW every month to keep that relationship going, or build that relationship. Oh, okay. Back to it. Just trying to hold it together. Already almost an hour down. I mean, 40 minutes of streaming, 10 minutes of countdown show, but I was seated in this chair, sitting at the computer for that, so that counts in my book. All right. Strike, or take number 2 at lending them Kazuchika Okada. Yeah, who overall is much more popular than Keith Lee. Go watch your buddy's back. Okay, I'm gonna try one more time. Might be Keiji Muto on their own out there. Unfortunately, most of my main eventers and better, more popular talent are on my show because we're filling a 15,000 seat arena and charging $40 a head, so we want them there. But we're also trying to, hey, normal relationship, good. We're trying to mend this fence because they keep lending us talent and we keep hurting them. So let's see if Becky Lynch, not popular enough. Kenny Omega, not popular enough and hurt. Yeah, not really moving the needle or any of these other talent. Well, maybe El Tejano Jr., but I'm trying to save them for a tag team title defense at our next show. I don't want any shenanigans. So we have sent Adam Page to AAA. Adam Page is the AAA Mega Champion in this universe. So hopefully they're wise enough to try to get that belt off of him. That's the whole reason we sent them back to that promotion. And then we've already sent Keiji Muto to AEW, and I'm trying to send him a little backup because AEW likes their tag matches, so it would make sense. Plus, I think if you're in the same stable together, they're more likely to pair you up if you get shipped off to a promotion or, lent to a promotion together. So, it's 3 strikes and Okada's out. This is his last chance, or their last chance to make use of his services. Oh, they did it! Oh, happy day. Okay, so Okada and Muto went to AEW, and Hangman Adam Page went to AAA to, fingers crossed, lose that AAA title back to somebody in AAA. But we got our own card to go with here. Hang on one second. We've already booked it. I think we've already done... Yeah, we already put them in the stable. We don't need to send anybody else out. We don't need to do any consultations. I'm going to save it again one more time. Double check that we produced all our merchandise. We did the training center maintenance and our upgrades for the week. Okay, I think we're ready to proceed. I'm gonna save it one more time just because I'm anal like that. And I'm gonna get my big dumb face out the way. Boink! Alright, it is showtime, folks. Let us proceed. Oh, everybody please show up for work. Oh, everybody please show up for work. Good sign. I think if it tells you this part, I think you're okay. Yay! Alright, everybody. Another quick save. Alright, starting us off, we have the team of the Mad Buds, Mad Polly and Buddy Murphy against another team that participated in the recent tag team title tournament. Randy Orton and Ilya Dragunov. Want to be known as the Dragon Vipers, it seems. Let's get down to the ring. Ilya Dragunov, by the way, your junior heavyweight champion, a title I believe that he won from Buddy Murphy. If not from him directly, no, he won from Ray Phoenix. But Buddy Murphy themselves, a former GWA junior heavyweight champion. Looking like the 2 heavyweight tag partners starting things off here, though. Mad Polly and Randy Orton. Mad Polly in the bodysuit. Randy Orton in the briefs with the double skull sleeves that in this edit kind of look like constellations. Ooh, a quick sip of fizzy lifting drink. Perhaps that will change my fortunes for the evening. And if you don't have a fortune to spend, you can stretch that dollar further at Jumbo Mart. Jumbo Mart. Literally every 150 feet all across America. Remember that mom and pop store like you used to visit as a kid? Well, they're gone. Go to Jumbo Mart. Randy Orton sent off the ropes once more. Nice Thez press into the cover. Sort of a smothering pin attempt there by Mad Polly. Randy Orton now thinking better of things, tagging into your GWA Junior Heavyweight Champion, Ilya Dragunov. Now in there with, as we said, Another spirited competitor in that junior heavyweight division, Buddy Murphy. Now a regular tag team partner of Mad Polly. Brothers in purple. Oh, those devastating chops of Dragunov. I don't know that there's been a wrestler that has done better to take advantage of the facilities offered to them once they are under GWA contract than has Ilya Dragunov, who fought for their right to be here at all and then quickly worked their way up the ranks to become your current reigning and not currently defending junior heavyweight champion. A belt they hold with pride and honor. As we pass the 5-minute mark here, Randy Orton tagging out to Dragunov once again. Oh, Murphy switching things up now. Dragunov in there with the much larger Mad Polly, but I assure you the junior heavyweight champion is not going to be intimidated one iota. Half an iota at best. Shall they be disturbed? Excellent power on display there. What technique on display as well with the balance on that stalling suplex to the much larger Mad Polly from Dragunov. Now some Kobashi-inspired chops in the center of the ring. Shout out to our reigning GWA heavyweight champion, Kento Kobashi. Will be defending that title in our main event tonight against longtime rival Mitsuharu Misawa. Dragunov planting Mad Polly before getting the tag back into Randy Orton. Smart teamwork there. Keeping your opponent downed and in your corner to make that tag. Mad Polly, though, asserting themselves. Able to easily fend off the Apex Predator. Oh, knee off the ropes. The first of many, don't call them V-triggers, that you'll see tonight from Buddy Murphy, I'm sure. Nice frog splash to the back of Randy Orton. Rolls him over. Might be too close to the ropes here, and is. Pinfall is broken up immediately by your senior official, Mr. Bigfoot. Over the shoulder into the DDT there. Randy Orton counters with the old traditional version before scurrying back to his corner to get Dragunov tagged in fresh. And slowing things down is Randy Orton with that headlock. Electing to let it go so the match can continue is Randy Orton. Jeepers creepers! So you see Buddy Murphy taking his frustrations out on Dragunov. What a combination there of strikes, ending with a blast to the face with the knee of Buddy Murphy. Angle backdrop there, and then the tuck position. Look at him tuck into those senton splashes. Adding extra forces, Dragunov with every effort. Oh, quick RKO to Buddy Murphy. I don't believe he's the legal combatant anymore. No, it is Mad Polly. Buddy Murphy slinking away to the corner as Dragunov continues to wail away. Death Valley Driver spiking Randy Orton is Mad Polly. Orton trying to bide some time with a DDT. Oh, just getting slapped with the canvas. Randy Orton with the suplex trying to slow Mad Polly down. Orton not quite sure what to make of his opponent across the ring, and so tags out to Dragunov. Polly off the ropes. Polly gets backhand chopped across the face. I'm surprised that half of his makeup didn't end up on the back of Dragunov's hand. Ugh, another vicious series of chops that time. Oh, teardrop suplex, beautifully done. Shades of Shawn Michaels, who you're also going to see later in this show. Excuse me. Looks like Ilya Dragunov doing his homework on many of the roster members here. Seemingly focusing on the members of the Hall of Fame division, an unofficial division here in the GWA. Started as a hashtag. Oh man, what extension on that senton splash. Anyway, started as a sort of a fan uprising. jokingly refer to many of the Hall of Fame talent we have on our roster as the Hall of Fame division, given that we have the Hall of Fame championship on offer. That will be, of course, defended later tonight by current champion The Undertaker when they take on Kurt Angle, another of our main events this evening. These two teams putting on a main event performance here in our opening contest. We're getting toward the 20-minute mark. And it looks like Orton and Dragunov are looking to finish off Buddy Murphy. Murphy looking to counter. Nice backdrop. Back body drop. Not to be confused with the backdrop suplex. Oh, discus lariat from Dragunov, falls it up with an enziguri. Buddy Murphy, no choice but to scramble to the corner and get Mad Polly tag back in. So we can recoup on the apron. Mad Polly now clubbering away. Nice release German there by the opening match warrior. Dragunov starting to feel a little worse for wear, getting Orton tag back into the matchup. Important to keep the fresher of the two combatants on your team in the match for as long as possible. You see now, in traditional Randy Orton style, stomping away at every major joint. And the buddy of Mad Polly, trying to do his part in wearing down his opponent is Randy Orton. I'm surprised his strike combination finishing move isn't an RKO, to be perfectly honest. It feels like he should have an RKO from literally every fighting position the game provides. Running, countering, grappling, back grapple, like just spin around an RKO. There, like right there, like he just grabbed Mad Polly on the floor. Meanwhile, Dragunov and Buddy Murphy inside the ring. A bit of mix and match in terms of who's legal and who's not. Dragunov turning Murphy inside out with those clotheslines, going for a third in a row and nails it. This is all Dragon Vipers. Strange name, but I'm starting to like it. Buddy Murphy clutching out his neck. I just saw that. And I'm sure Randy Orton could smell it. Oh, hang on. Trying to make the tag, but Dragunov's catching his breath. Orton couldn't get out of there, at least not for the moment. Buddy Murphy with a 30-second win here. Big frog splash to the back of Orton. Murphy looking to follow up. Nice elbow to the back of the head. Slowly trying to work Orton over to the blue corner. And a single swinging neckbreaker provides Orton all the time he needs to tag Dragunov in. And just so Buddy Murphy has something to think about on the apron, or sorry, has something to think about in the ring, while Orton goes to the apron. He once again applies that vicious Orton stomp. Man, Dragunov has been spinning Buddy Murphy all sorts of ways with his clothesline. Another trio, going for 4 this time. Buddy Murphy cannot recover from this onslaught from the junior heavyweight champion. Looking for a half dozen if he hits this one. 6 in a row. Oh my gosh, he's still going. Looking for 7. Starting to get a little tired. Looking for 8. Nails him. Oh my gosh, looking for 9. 9 in a row. A hat trick of hat tricks. 10 in a row. And Dragunov has had enough. Oh, 11. On his way out of the ring. What a sequence for Dragunov there. Utter domination of Buddy Murphy. 11 vicious lariats in a row, leading way for Randy Orton to stomp away and then tag Dragunov back in, allowing Buddy Murphy to make the tag to Mad Polly. That's a misstep in my eyes. Interesting strategy there. Oh, you can see, we're already 26 minutes deep into this one. You can see how the match is taking its toll on Mad Polly as well. Perhaps they didn't think Mad Polly quite the threat of a Buddy Murphy, especially after that vicious beating. Perhaps allowing Buddy Murphy some time on the apron to recuperate. This gives him more time to think about the beating he's sustaining. Oh, quick senton splash from your junior heavyweight champion, Ilya Dragunov, going tete-a-tete here with Mad Polly. Punch for chop. Big clothesline from Polly settles that for the moment. Just clubbing away. Arm whip. Really get Dragunov, providing him the space he needs to get to the other side of the ring and get Randy Orton tagged back in. Boom! Big RKO to Mad Polly! Buddy Murphy in for the save. Randy Orton had him pinned in the center of the ring. Good work by Buddy Murphy to save his tag partner there. That would have been it. As we approach the 30-minute mark of this tag team match, the opening contest here tonight. As you hear the announcement over the loudspeaker. Buddy Murphy dragging Randy Orton back into the blue corner. Up top, another frog splash to the back. Murphy back up, rolls him into the cover. Mad Polly running D. That's it! The Mad Buds did it! Buddy Murphy with that splash to the back of Randy Orton. What an upset. Things seem to be going the Dragon Viper's way, but the Mad Buds. How much did they like it? 90%? I'll take it. Just don't get hurt. That's all I ask. Just don't be hurt. I mean, like, physically don't end up with an injury. Okay, quick save here. And then y'all can enjoy the menu music for just a moment because I have to run to the bathroom, and I'll be right back. And then we'll get to our second match, the debut of our 32nd piece of talent, our 32nd roster member, the 10th addition to our junior heavyweight division in junior heavyweight action against Kairi Sane. Coming up, we have the debut of this version of Darby Allin in singles competition, so stay with us. As I said, I'm just going to run to the bathroom and be right back. Enjoy the music in the meantime. All right, back after a quick trip to the bathroom and a fruitless search for the cat. I don't know where the cat is. That'll be all right. We'll find them later. All right, our next match, as we said before I took that quick break, Kairi Sane against the debuting Darby Allin. Some junior heavyweight division action coming your way. Boink. As always, the senior official here, Mr. Bigfoot, calls for the bell. Here we are in this one-on-one contest. Kairi Sane in red, Darby Allin in the black booty shorts and tights. Kairi putting everything she has in those forearms. Right in the chest tattoo of Darby Allin.
Give up.
Nice snap suplex by Kairi Sane, a member of the Squared Circle K faction here, along with Kazuchika Okada, leader Keiji Muto, and Keith Lee. Darby Allin standing alone as a member of our junior heavyweight division, coming in highly touted. Had a tryout match along with a number of other talent in front of the GWA brass. They were the most impressive, so they got first kick at the can in terms of contract talks, and we found a way to satisfy their needs and have them sign on board with us. Somewhat circumventing my rule of not hiring the same people as I had in the last generation by being a different version of Darby Allin. Darby Allin nonetheless. Getting clubbed down to the canvas by Kairi Sane. Series of forearms, including a sliding one off the ropes there from Sane. Knee Hojo. It's been mostly Kairi Sane in the first 5 minutes of this contest. It's not quite the first time that Darby Allin has been in the GWA ring. Certainly, this is their debut in front of the GWA crowd. Perhaps a bit of jitters. Crowd appreciative of that kick out. Yeah, it has been mostly Kairi Sane. Relentlessly attacking. Oh, and then missing that big elbow drop. The insane elbow slash the 7 C's, whatever you want to call it. It is her bread and butter. And the bread was not buttered that time. Whoa, tilt-a-whirl into the DDT. Round and round she went before spiking Darby Allin there. Who, as we've said, really got to get something going here. And no count on that pin attempt for Darby Allin. And now the cross-legged Boston Crab from Kairi Sane, which probably is more painful than it even seems in a video game sim, because all of your flexibility in bending your legs with a natural like curvature of a Boston Crab right out the window when they get crossed first. That's gotta smart, is all I'm saying. What? Okay. Arm whip out of the corner by Kairi Sane there. Almost too fast to call. Using the ropes and the turnbuckle there as a springboard. Hang on. Oh, Alabama slam! From Kairi Sane. Putting some stank on it as we approach the 10-minute mark. This has been mostly Kairi Sane. Darby Allin, perhaps used to facing competitors larger than him, might not know how to adapt himself to pure junior competition. Hang on! Big elbow drop! Into the cover! 1, 2! Ooh, Darby Allin just escapes. Once again, the insane elbow drop. Look low that time, dropping the belt buckle. Into the cover, and no! Darby escapes once again. No shame in losing your debut match, Darby Allin. The majority of talent debuting for us loses their debut match.
Give up.
Kind of a curse slash ongoing joke here in the promotion. That debuts are ruined. Quick double down from Darby Allin into the drop toe. Another drop toe there. That's the longest sequence of moves Darby Allin has hit in a row in this matchup so far. And he just keeps getting buried with those elbows from Kairi Sane into the cover once again. 1, 2, out at 2. Darby still has fight left in him. You can't take that away from him. He's gonna have to start fighting back soon though. Oh, quick roll-up attempt here. Might get a 1 count and does. Not even a 2, though. Kairi Sane has carried the bulk of this offense. Hang on! Coffin drop missed! Kairi Sane salutes the crowd as she ascends to the heavens and hits another elbow drop. 1, 2. Darby out at 2. Darby relying on that coffin drop fairly early into his offensive cycle. Was not strong enough to surprise Kairi Sane, who hits the 5th elbow of the match this time. 1, 2, and that, no, Darby out again. His kickouts seem to be getting stronger. Reversing Kairi into the corner. Hang on, it was all a feint as he jumps out of the way. Can't follow up on it though, as Darby heads to the outside for a springboard splash, taking Kairi Sane down. She tried to avoid it but could not. Darby Allin seems to have Greg the Hammer Valentine disease, where it takes him a good 10-15 minutes to get warmed up to start his matches. Oh, nice DDT off the ropes there after the duck down. And now he hits the coffin drop into the pin. 1, 2. Kairi Sane kicks it 2. And we fight on here. Ripcord spear by Kairi Sane, and she climbs to the heavens. Misses the elbow drop. Darby Allin up top. Coffin drop. Kairi Sane right back to her feet, though. What a flurry. Kairi with a series of forearms now sending Darby to the floor. Diving European uppercut to the floor by Kairi Sane. A reminder, there are no pins, or excuse me, there are no countouts or disqualifications on the floor. Also no pins or submissions. Anything goes. And Kairi is going for broke. Oh! Alabama slam by Darby. Stole that from Kairi's playbook. I mean, shout out to Bob Holly overall, but stole it from Kairi's moveset in this matchup. Axe kick to the back of Darby Allin's head at the 20-minute mark, and these two are still fighting on the floor. Big forearm combo from Sane once again. Oh my gosh. Oh! I was going to say a rear naked choke, but she flips it around into a front face lock with that. Holy moly, what a combination. Relentless submission activity from Kairi Sane there. I don't know if that was all one move or 3. Darby Allin back to the center of the ring here. Crowd at a fever pitch. I don't think they were expecting this quality of action. And so far, both matches that we've presented are seeming to deliver here. My word. Almost an hour of wrestling action so far, and we still have 5 matches to go. I mean, an hour of in-game time, and that will do it. The cross-legged Boston crab from Kairi Sane, tapping out Darby Allin at 22-22. Welcome to the GWA, Darby. Oh wow, only an 89. That's interesting. I would have thought it would be higher. All right, coming up, we have our only 6-person match. Yeah, our only 6-person match. It's all singles matches after this. 6-person matchup coming up. We have representatives of the Doldrums taking on representatives of the Standard. For the Standard, we have Matt Robinson, Jack Howard, and David Houston. And for the Doldrum side of things, Yuji Hino, Rey Fenix, and Drew McIntyre. There are no R's to roll in Yuji Hino, or I'd find one to roll. Like in Drew and Rey Fenix. Matt Robinson starting things off with Yuji Hino here. Robinson, of course, representing the Standard.
Give up.
Or in Spanish, Robinson representing the Standard. I'm real tired. Nice hook kick there from the former GWA champion, the inaugural GWA champion. Put this promotion on its back in its early days. Lost it to a fellow stable member in Thomas Walker as well. Walker not part of the 6-man tag, this trios action, but somewhere in the standard locker room, I'm sure, taking in the action. Unfortunately, we can't have seconds during the fire promoter matches. That would be dope. If I could have managers and shiz, I'd have them all the time. Rodeo stretch here to Ray Phoenix by Hollywood hunk Jack Howard. Phoenix able to break it quickly as we're only 3 minutes deep into this contest. Standard rules apply. Single pin or submission will end this for the winning team. There are no countouts or DQs if you exit the ring, as per usual. There's a 5 count for disqualifications in the ring, and it is rather liberal in how long they give you in that 5 count. As we see, the anti-gravity kid David Houston tagged in for the first time. Howard and Houston becoming something of a regular tag team, representing the standard. Likewise, Hino and Phoenix looking to be a regular tag team on the Doldrum side of things. Drew McIntyre typically doesn't have much to do but to stand behind Raven and look tough. Raven will be going it alone against Shawn Michaels later tonight in what might very well be a first-time matchup, both in this video game and in real life. I can't recall. Like, certainly not the time that Raven was in WWF at the time, because that would have been the time that Michaels was still retired. I don't know if Johnny Polo in WWF was a manager, so he would have gotten involved. I don't think they ever faced each other. I don't think they ever would have crossed paths in a ring. They will tonight. Intimately, in a couple matches' time, I believe. I think we're starting with a Steve Austin match and then going to the Raven one, or vice versa. We will all find out at the conclusion of this one. I am too tired to remember. Ray Phoenix remembering where his tag team partners are, though, and getting that red corner to get Drew McIntyre tagged back in. The former chosen one of the WWE. Now the Scottish psychopath. I guess being the chosen one wasn't all it was cracked up to be. And it drove him bonkers. Hollywood hunk Jack Howard sends him off the ropes. Pop-up powerbomb off the ropes to McIntyre. And Howard isn't done. Follow-away slam into his own corner, almost daring him to tag out. Oh! Drew McIntyre takes exception, slapping the taste out of Howard's mouth before tagging Yuji Hino back in and then abandoning his tag team partner to that rodeo stretch. Very interesting dichotomy amongst the Doldrum group. And don't tell me there's nothing to do in the Doldrums. It's just not true. The Phantom Toll Booth humor for you there. Those that saw that animated film directed by Chuck Jones, shout out. Y'all are my peeps. You're the real ones. Yuji Hino looking for that effing bomb, his version of the last ride. Matt Robinson looking for the divine intervention. There it is. Might look a little familiar as well. Into the cover. One. And Phoenix in there immediately to break things up. A reliable teammate is Ray Phoenix as we see Hino ascending to the top rope. Didn't have enough time for whatever he was planning. Elects instead to send Robinson to the floor so his teammates can start the beats. Hang on. Effing bomb broken up there by Howard. Before Ray Phoenix puts them in their place. All 6 participants here in the Doldrum corner, the red corner of the ring. There are no countouts or DQs out here. This action will continue until the 2 legal fighters get back in the ring. Oh, air raid crash to David Houston from Drew McIntyre there. Now an assisted powerbomb to Ray Phoenix. Roll-ups don't mean anything, David Houston. Obviously feeling a little dazed after that. A second assisted powerbomb to Ray Phoenix. Really putting the work in there. And then the amazing red from David Houston, that inverted choke slam. Just pulverizing the torso of Ray Phoenix. Oh, meanwhile, Yuji Hino going to work on Jack Howard. Oh, hang on. Rear naked choke applied. with a body scissor by Matt Robinson to Drew McIntyre, just trying to keep him out of the matchup. Dang! Dropping the air raid crash. I think things are going to settle down here soon. Whoa! Corkscrew flipping 630 senton splash from Ray Phoenix. I don't know if that's accurate, but that's what I'm going to call it. It was purty. All right, Yuji Hino and Matt Robinson, it seemed. Now we are back to Drew McIntyre being tagged in for the doldrums, almost said the hoodlums. Now Matt Robinson tagging in the Hollywood hunk, Jack Howard, opposite Drew McIntyre in this match. Don't know if it's going to go much longer than the 15 minutes. All right. Both members of the standard there content to watch Jack Howard kick out of that rather than help him out of that pinning predicament. Oh, Glasgow kiss, that headbutt to the side of the jaw. Oh, and then a main event spine buster from Howard, but Drew McIntyre shakes it off. He'd be looking for that Claymore kick or the Future Shock DDT. Trading some big body slams or these big beefy men. Howard says this is it. Clubbing blow to the back of the head. Discus lariat this time, and he pulls him away from the ropes. Rating spike upcoming, and he plants him center of the ring. Off the ropes comes Howard. Big kick to the back of the head. Into a second rating spike. Howard into the cover. One, and Phoenix breaks it up. Not the best ring positioning. Heck of a sequence there to Drew McIntyre, but it took a lot out of Howard as both gentlemen tag up. David Houston legal for the standard. Yuji Hino legal for the doldrums. Planning Houston with a powerbomb is Hino. Trying to keep him in the red corner. Smartly done. 2, 3, that is it. Houston had nothing left. And Hino knew it. You can see him pointing to his brain meats. Houston getting planted into the canvas with that powerbomb, allowing Yuji Hino pick up the win. Big win for the doldrums in 6-person action in trios competition. Oh my. All right. Fans had fun with it too. Okay. All right, now we got, as I said, 4 singles matches in a row. These are the people that don't trust us so hot, like Steve Austin, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, Kurt Angle to a lesser extent. Like these, most of the people involved in these 3 matches. Raven loves us. Raven's okay. John Moxley's sort of starting, so they're getting there. Anyway, we're starting off with a dream matchup, as we're just doing as many dream matches or first-time matches or popular matches as we can before we potentially lose some of these Hall of Fame talent. Steve Austin, John Moxley. That's all I need to say. Let's get down to the ring. As always, Mr. Bigfoot is the creature on feature and calls for the bell, and we are underway. No, Moxley is not wearing his pants backwards. You can only make graphics one way, and then they mirror it when the sprites turn around. So half the time it's going to say Mox, and half the time it's going to say Zom, and we all just have to live with it. Austin, content to slug it out, regardless of who he's across the ring with, and he couldn't find a better opponent for that sort of chicanery than the Death Rider, John Moxley. Very early pin attempt there by Austin, resulting in a no count. Moxley sending Austin off the ropes that time. Austin returning the favor. Oh, no, Moxley blocking that back elbow, but then immediately losing a strength contest. Classic Austin combination with that knee deep into the gut and then that double axe handle. This could very well be the brawl to end it all between these two. Neither gentleman afraid to throw hands or any other body part that they have handy. Can't think of anything handier than a hand, though. It's right in the name. Wait, what does that say? Jumbo Mart, the greater embraces the less. That's a very interesting slogan generated by this Japanese company in making this game. Jumbo Mart, the greater embraces the less. Some very subtle social commentary
5 minutes gone.
on Western civilization, I would think there. Embraces the less. Sure you do. As we pass the 5-minute mark in this one. Neither gentleman with a clear advantage to this point. Quite frankly, I've been waiting for it to spill outside, and here we go. No countouts or DQs. Both men free to wail away with whatever's handy, including these steel chairs, as Moxley just grabbed one. Getting into it. Our Stone Cold Steve Austin and Jon Moxley on the floor here. I wouldn't give either man a distinct advantage, especially since they spilled out of the ring, and anything goes. Both gentlemen going for steel chairs, Moxley winning the race. For all the good it did him. Back and forth these two gentlemen go. Oh, big stunner by Austin on the floor. Oh, hell yeah, he says, in celebratory trumpeting. Mox seems to have recovered nicely before Austin grabs a chair and rolls back into the ring to tell Mox that he's number 11. Oh, Moxley with that suplex sending Austin right back out to the floor. Doesn't follow him out though. Catches his breath in the ring. Waits for the rattlesnake to return. Bit of mind games being played there by Jon Moxley. Also a nice opportunity to catch your breath after 10 minutes of going toe-to-toe with the toughest SOB in the WWE. Excuse me, the toughest SOB in the GWA. Just trading punches. Austin winning that battle at the 10-minute mark. Could be looking for a second stunner here. Nice boss man slam from Moxley. I'm not calling it the scrap buster. Austin with that block. Drops him with a clear shot. Levels him with a nice burning lariat variation. And oh hell yeah, with an elbow drop across the face. Very interesting taunt there. Austin looking to stomp a mud hole. Getting fired up. Oh, Moxley with the DDT. Didn't have enough to turn it into the paradigm shift, but he at least spiked Austin with the DDT. Drops him again with a nice punch combination, does Moxley. Clothesline. Pouring it on now is Jon Moxley. Here it is. Paradigm shift, and he knocked him clean out. Steve Austin dropped on his dome and knocked smooth out by Jon Moxley. We're gonna check on Austin's condition after this match. Don't get us wrong. Oh dear, he has a history of neck problems. Wowzers. Well, if that doesn't set up a sequel, I don't know what will. By sequel, I mean a rematch. I don't know what will. Moxley with a surprise knockout victory, sub 15 minutes. Curious. But our show rolls on. This, I'm pretty sure, has never happened in real life, as I said. Of course, why would it? Two very different worlds about to collide here. As Raven, the leader of the Doldrums, takes on former Hall of Fame champion and disgruntled employee, Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels. Let's get down to the ring. Constantly disgruntled in that no matter what I do, they're at a D trust with us in the organization. Despite our best efforts to make them happy by featuring them in contests and putting them in main events and putting titles on the line and so on and so forth. Bit of a prima donna backstage is Shawn Michaels. Surprise, surprise. Hey, SSD Ninja, what's going on? Nice to see you. Hope you're having a good one. We are just doing the one show today, and we're about halfway through. We have a few singles matches to round us out, including this one that's just getting underway. a match that I was saying I don't believe actually ever happened in real life. Shawn Michaels against Raven one-on-one. Raven will be looking for that DDT to knock out Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels, obviously, we were looking to tune up the band and hit sweet chin music on Raven. Interesting in this matchup is that Raven, in Fire Promoter mode, generally doesn't have their cohorts, let's call them, not, you know, hoodlums or thugs. They don't have their cohorts around them for most of their matches, so there's not a lot of chicanery, there's not a lot of shenanigans, not a lot of outside interference. Raven has had to prove themselves in the ring like any other roster member of the GWA. This is a rare singles match for Raven. Seemingly having an issue with Shawn Michaels and their attitude toward the rest of the GWA locker room. A rare standing up for the cause of righteousness from Raven, to be quite honest. Tired of the whining of one Shawn Michaels, who's been put in main event after main event and still doesn't quite trust the organization to have their best interests at heart. Meanwhile, Raven doing the right thing in most circumstances and working their way up the card to try to earn opportunities. A victory against Shawn Michaels would go a long way for future consideration for a number of belts here, most notably the Hall of Fame Championship that Shawn Michaels recently held. Michaels looking to slow things down here against Raven. Raven seemingly taking the brunt of the offensive momentum in the opening 5 minutes plus here. Trying to work his way into a groove. He's the leader of the Doldrums against old HBK here in all their 1997 glory. It's pretty much 1997 Shawn Michaels against 1997 Raven, more or less, because it's ECW Raven, so peak Raven. And Michaels shortly before forming DX, like early 97. I'm pretty sure one of the outfits is his Royal Rumble 97 outfit. Raven with the even flow on the floor. Shawn Michaels trying to counter into a roll-up out of instinct. Now, hitting that DDT on the floor isn't going to win Raven the match, but it's certainly going to wear down his opponent, Shawn Michaels. You see Raven looking for weaponry. There's no countouts or DQs on the floor here when you're around the GWA ring. The only way to win is within the confines. Oh! Sweet chin music to Raven, who shrugs that off. I think it benefited Raven because he took that blast and kind of landed against the guardrail. That may have been the only thing keeping him up. Shawn Michaels hits a second one for good measure, and sure enough, it drops Raven for a prolonged period of time, allowing Shawn Michaels to get back into the ring. And we reset at around the 9-minute mark. Raven with that signature drop toe. Oh, Michaels going up top. Huge elbow drop. So massive with the air on that he kind of exited the frame for a bit. Rake of the eyes by Raven. Past the 10-minute mark here. More spirited contest. I was expecting a lot more stalling from Raven, but you can kind of see the toll the match is already taking on him. You're not going to out-cardio HBK. Sending Raven back and forth across the ring here is Michaels. Raven's had enough, looking to fight back. Big drop kick from Michaels, settles things. Body splash misses. Raven catching his breath now. Could be setting up for another even flow. Big bulldog by Raven. Pulls Michaels away from the ropes. Back into the corner. Oh. Pile driver. Dropping Michaels on the crown of his head. Oh, Michaels responds with the roll up. Raven out at 2. Uh-oh. Oh, looks like Raven's been busted open. This does not bode well for the leader of the Doldrums. As Michaels ascends to the top once more. Big elbow drop. Oh, look at the pool of blood left behind by Raven. Oh, Michaels just kicking at the face. That forehand wound that he opened up. Said he had 2 words for Raven, too. Not very sporting. Mind you, it is Raven we're talking about, so it's not like he'd be equally as gentlemanly. Maybe don't bleed on the sponsor's logo, though. It's okay. Shawn Michaels is ready with a super kick. And the cover. 1, 2, 3. Shawn Michaels putting down Raven. Back to his winning ways is old HBK. Winning this first time ever meeting between himself and Raven. Hey, 90%, I'll take it. Okay. Crowd loved it. Crowd loved it. Even in defeat. Raven did okay. All right, coming up next, we have it's a double main event. We have 2 championship matches to round out our card and send everybody home. Because as I've been saying since the beginning of the stream, I am running on fumes tonight. So we're just doing the one show or the one card together. Should take us about 2 hours total, I would think. Okay, speaking of, I don't know. There was no transition there. There's no 2-hour reference I can put in here. We have a double main event that starts with the Hall of Fame Heavyweight Championship being defended. The brand new champion, The Undertaker, who just last month defeated Shawn Michaels for the belt, is putting that title on the line against another Hall of Fame worthy competitor. The Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle will be challenging The Undertaker for the Hall of Fame title right about meow. As always, the creature on feature is Mr. Bigfoot. He rings the bell, and we are underway. A matchup the likes of which have not been seen since SmackDown in 2004. 16 years later, we're proud to bring it to you here in the GWA. And it's not the undisputed title on the line. It's the Hall of Fame Championship, currently held by Dead Man Incorporated, The Undertaker, who made short work of Shawn Michaels in capturing the belt, and quite frankly has made short work of every opponent he's faced. And I should have thought of that when I hired The Undertaker. But every promotion needs a big bad red devil, so you might as well go to one of the best of all time. Both men now outside the ring, free to be you and me as violently as they want to be. Nice takedown D by Undertaker, able to sidestep that attempt to get grounded by Kurt Angle there. Able to avoid the double leg is the Dead Man and keep control of the offense here. It has been all Undertaker since the opening bell. Looking for the last ride at the 3-minute mark. Oof! Into the pin. 1, 2. Oh my gosh, he almost put him away. Kurt Angle desperately grabbing that submission. You can see the look on the face of The Undertaker. Oh, I love it. Look at the expression of pain and torment on the face of Taker each and every time Kurt Angle locks in a submission hold. No wonder Undertaker was trying to end this thing early. Angle winning that strike battle as we head toward 5 minutes gone, as you just heard. Nice belly-to-belly release there from Angle. Starting to get his wits about him after that initial beatdown from Taker. Hang on. Air Dead Man. What a flying clothesline. Reestablishes offensive priority. Oh, dang! But Angle able to counter with an Angle slam into the cover. 1, 2, no! This is like a WWE main event crammed into 6 minutes so far. This would take 25 on a pay-per-view. Wowzers. Neither man wasting any time. Angle slam and Undertaker spills out to the floor. Angle needs the time to catch his breath. Undertaker taking some of the same. And we are back to it. I don't think this... Oh my gosh! Throwing German again, launching The Undertaker to the floor as Kurt Angle trying to make up for lost time in those first 3 minutes when it was all Undertaker. Holy schmoly. They are here for a good time, not a long time, as you see Kurt Angle with the angle lock. Unfortunately, Undertaker cannot end his torment by submitting on the floor. He had to break that hold fair and square. Another huge belly-to-belly. I think Kurt was trying to belly-to-belly him back into the ring. No such luck. And now a last ride in response on the floor. Oh, poor Kurt Angle. Poor both of these gentlemen. Oh, Kurt shakes it off for another throwing German suplex. Both men going for broke here. Fireman's carry into the quick takeover by the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. Soon to be one of 2 gold medalists on the WWE real-life roster, at least at one point, as they have signed Gabe Stevenson to a developmental contract. Nice drop toe hold there from Kurt Angle. This has been 10 minutes of non-stop impact. Pardon the pun, and shout out to fellow wrestling promotion Impact Wrestling out there in the Wrestleverse. Oh geez, big snake eyes coming through from The Undertaker. Falls it up with a huge DDT, but Kurt Angle rolls through. Oh, both men knock noggins and are down. Back up at the same time. Undertaker trying to slow things down with an arm wringer. Able to drop Angle with a second DDT and catch his breath. We're only 12 minutes gone into this one. And both of these men have been hitting the heavy ammo. Oh, geez. Oh, God! Superbomb from the top! That will do it! The Undertaker with a super power bomb off the top rope. Folding Kurt Angle in half with that jackknife pin cover afterwards. I dare you to kick out. My word. The Undertaker successfully defends the Hall of Fame Championship. And we got to scrape Kurt Angle off the canvas. Wowzers. These are the talent that are least impressed with working for me. And they are busting their humps to put on awesome matches in like 12 and a half minutes. They did tons. All right. And it all leads to this, our one main event for the day, because we're only doing the one show. It looks like it might be done sooner than 2 hours. Whatever. The GWA Heavyweight Championship is going to be on the line. The champion, Kenta Kobashi, will be defending against one of their longest rivals. Longest rivals? One of the longest tenured rivalries? Mitsuharu Misawa versus Kenta Kobashi. Double M versus Double K for the GWA Gold. How do you like me now? Let's get down to the ring. That's not it. Ain't I great? That was Jeff Jarrett. How do you like me now? Was Bob Holly. Mr. Bigfoot calls for the bell, and we are underway. Your champion, Kenta Kobashi, in the black and purple. Challenger, Mitsuharu Misawa. That stout MFer in the green and white. It's your main event of the evening. GWA Championship on the line. Misawa trying to start out early with that arm wringer. Kenta Kobashi going for a submission move of his own. Both of these gentlemen know the other quite well. Have been feuding and fussing for decades now. So what looks like the normal feeling out process is a little more layered between these two. Hang on. Quick elbow combination there as Misawa is getting warmed up. It's not a what do you have to offer, it's how are you feeling. It's more of a how are you feeling today versus what I have to offer you type of feeling out process. Like how much of wrestling me are you able to withstand today? At the forefront of both of these gentlemen's minds. Kobashi has carried the GWA Championship with honor and dignity since winning the belt. I want to say like a month or a year and a half ago in kayfabe time here. Yeah, his last singles loss was almost a year ago when we faced Dragon Gate in a promotional battle. When he there dropped the Dragon Gate title back to Brother Yashi. But before that time, he won the GWA title in the last show of the second year. So over a year has Kento Kobashi reigned. Mitsuharu Misawa looking to become just the fourth GWA heavyweight champion in our company's history. With a victory here tonight. As I frantically scroll through my text file, try to pull out these relevant stats in the midst of the game. Okay.
Give up.
I can't get over that superpower. I can't get over the last ride 3 minutes into the Kurt Angle Undertaker match, and then the super power bomb to finish things. I mean, I guess that's where you go from a couple of last rides and Angle slams, right? Wowzers. Nice DDT there from Kobashi, trying to keep his head above water here. Challenger Misawa starting to get the better of the champion. Crowd appreciative on each and every kick out between these two. They know the history. Oh! Gotta get up and get down as he pulls him back to his feet just to chop him back down to the canvas. Does Kobashi waiting for Misawa to stand. Big shoulder tackle to the back, shoving him face first into the canvas there. Misawa able to counter and lay in a vicious elbow strike to the back of Kobashi's head, who counters with a burning lariat. As we spoke of, these two gentlemen know each other quite well. For better or for worse, sometimes that can breed some contempt for your opponent. Respect and contempt for their abilities.
10 minutes gone.
As we pass the 10-minute mark here. The cumulative damage of these Misawa elbows could spell disaster for the title reign of Kenta Kobashi. Only time will tell. Kobashi, likewise, needs to start chopping away at the challenger, Mitsuharu Misawa. Establishing their strike style. There's a good one. Nice backhand chop across the throat of Misawa. Hang on! Emerald Trojan by Kobashi into the cover! And he almost puts Misawa down! Kobashi almost dimming the lights of Misawa with his own finish. Follows it up with an orange crush! Misawa escapes again at 2.9. Oh, vicious elbow off the ropes from Misawa. Trying to get back into this contest here. Oh! Huge combination of elbow strikes to end that strike battle. Nice double underhook on the belly-to-belly into the corner. But the GWA champion doing his best to shrug it off. Unleashing some chops of his own. Elevated stunner by Misawa. Climbing up top. Big frog splash. 1, 2. No! Kobashi escapes. Dragging Misawa back to the center of the ring. Mule kick. Big elbow strike to the back of Kobashi's head into the crossface.
Give up. Give up. Give up.
Nowhere for Kobashi to go, but he breaks the hold. Again, just hammering Misawa down to the canvas. Kobashi trying to catch his breath. Able to counter the attempt at a tiger driver. Setting Misawa off the ropes, gets bowled over by the bullfrog. Spikes him with a brainbuster, does Kobashi. Oh, another devastating elbow combo from Misawa. Back into the arm wringer to slow things down momentarily. Into the elbow Trojan, hooks the leg, 2, 3. Mitsuharu Misawa is your new GWA champion! Okay. 92%. It's over 90. That's awesome. Meeting with the Emerald Flosion. New champ. Okay, so let me just update that real quick. He will be the 4th champion. It is his first reign as champ. Only the 4th champion in our history. Now, I'm also crossing my fingers that Adam Page, whom we lent to AAA, let me get back on screen. Adam Page, whom we lent to AAA, hopefully they put him in a title match and hopefully he dropped that title. All right, average rating, 92. We have 15,000 strong. They paid $40 a head, so we made at least $600,000. Boink. Misawa, the new champ. 16 and a half, over 60. Oh, that's way more than. Ah, boy, oh boy. Okay, that's a pretty penny. That's almost $700,000 then. Xavier was at Edge with the new WWE Tag Team Champions. Sure. And we made almost $1 million. That's okay. Less than, but almost is still pretty close. Ooh. GCW is doing a singles tournament. I think they only have 8 people on their roster, so slim pickings. Good work. Anything new? Anything exciting? Okay, so Kurt Angle, it didn't look like was hurt by getting criticaled by Stone Cold, but I'm pretty sure the next probably rough. They found Rogers in America. I can't think of any wrestler whose last name is Rogers. We received a scouting report. They found Rogers in America. Okay, that could be that could be anybody. Uh-oh, Sean is dissatisfied with the way you're running things and wants to have a word. Would you like to listen to what they have to say? Sure. Give a passionate speech. Promise better treatment or give them money. Well, this is fun. Promise better treatment. We put them in main events and give them title matches all the time. They were just in a featured contest with Raven, one of the better matches on the show. I'm going to give them a passionate speech and see what happens. Your words lit a fire in Sean. They're raring to get back in the ring. Oh, looks like Yoshihashi from All Japan, or excuse me, not Yoshihashi, Yoshitatsu. Could be another Yoshi, I don't know. From All Japan is asking to fight. Come on down. Okay. So let me put down that I have Yoshitatsu coming in. That's also another relationship because we haven't worked with All Japan before, I don't think. I think it's Yoshitatsu. Okay. So I penciled them in as being a guest next time around. Let's do a quick save here. There we go. Let's do some management. Let's do our training center maintenance like we always do. Boink, boink, boink. How you doing, Tyler, by the way? I see your comment, but I can't quite make out what the emoji thing is in the middle. He's really something the bar. Oh, it's a raisin! Oh my gosh. It's a raisin, isn't it? Just based on the context of the sentence around it, he's really raising the bar. Who made a raisin emote? And is it a California raisin? Some of the old... Was it Stan Winston? I feel like it's the Stan Winston company that used to do those claymation California raisins. They had a cartoon show in the 80s. This is weird. Yeah, it's a raisin. And they had that holiday special. I don't know if you remember that, where they sang like Christmas carols and stuff. They were huge for a period of time. 40 years ago. 30 to 40 years ago. Okay, let's see how the merchandise did. Yeah, as expected, those all sold. Wasn't expecting to sell all those, but that's good. Half of those sold, more than half. So we're going to leave those as is for next show. That's all great. Trading center we did the maintenance on. Yeah, we're not going to do any other upgrades at the moment. We're going to save that for next time around. Let's do a quick save here. Let's check the wrestler stats first to see how everybody's feeling. Buddy is messed up. Okay. Let's let's go to... Normally I do this off screen, but I'm just going to do my text file now. Buddy is hurt. Darby's doing all right. Wow, look at his defense. Got crazy good. Kenny's feeling better. Kenta loves us. Kurt's hurting. Kurt's hurting for certain. Boink. Ooh. And, wow. Both of those teams, huh? Okay. Masawa's doing good. Austin's all sorts of messed up. Wow. Bull looks good. Punk is out for 1 more month. Okay. Quick save there. Anybody else? A lot of our heels look like they're okay. Some beat up baby faces at the moment, though. I mean, we got the this face faction. Okay. Oh, David Houston. I could leave them off the show. Okay, I'm just making these notes now so that next time I load this up, I'll already have everyone considered, you know what I mean? Okay, so Adam Page went to AAA and they didn't put his title on the line. He just worked the show with them. You made it. It's a Google raisin. Let me see if I can see this. I am, by the way, look at this. I monitor chat for all of my streams. I don't know if you can see this. This is my tiny Google Nexus 7 with a little piece of paper here so I don't see how many people are actually watching because I don't want to consider that. But this is how I have to try to interact with chat, so my apologies. You had a California raisin figure when you were young. Yeah, those like hunks of, like those solid hunks of plastic that if you threw them at your friends, you could really mess them up. Those things were great. They were like in one pose and one pose only. Maybe they had a musical instrument. Maybe there was it the sax guy with the, I mean, most of them had sunglasses, but was it the sax guy with the sunglasses? Anywho, they were like troll dolls for a brief period of time, which is weird because I just always assumed that they were some form of advertising. I don't know what for. Probably California raisins. But I just always assumed it was like advertising that they somehow turned into other things, like how the Noid from, I don't even know what chain it was. Whatever chain had the Noid, Domino's maybe, had like video games and stuff. Anywho, okay, so that does it for checking up on our roster. Let's do some personal advice to see who wants more money. I bet you it's gonna be Sean. Oh, Raven wants more money? No problem. Unfortunately, I have to do these one at a time. So let's go to Raven wants more money, no problem. Tiny raises for all these peeps. Personal advice, whom else? Yuji Hino. Ooh, all the doldrums want more money. So far, no problem. Let's get this out of the way. It's good to get this out of the way. Nip the stuff in the bud first. There we go. Yeah, 3 of the 4 members so far. That's funny. Okay, human resources, consultation. Remind me to save after this. Just in case. Ray, what's going on? Tiny raise for you. Let's save after that. I'm also going to voluntarily consult with Darby Allen and make sure they're at least making $1,000. There we go. Big old raise just for doing their thing. Personal advice. Kyrie Sane wants more money. Sure. Sure you do. Oh. Jeepers. I didn't know you were making under 1,000. My apologies. I should have dealt with that earlier. There we go. So everyone that wanted a raise was granted a raise. Let's go take a look while I'm here. Let's go take a look at our trouble, people. Like, look at all our trusts here, okay? So if you leave them off the show for too long, they start to lose trust in you a little bit. Yeah, they were super popular. Probably aren't many opportunities to make raisin-based merchandise. I mean, I guess if the public was clamoring for it. Finally we can represent raisins on our clothing and branding. I guess. No, that's pretty funny. Everyone had a weird window. Okay, so Kurt Angle. I can't put him on the next show, unfortunately, but we're building their trust as best we can. Misawa already trusts us mostly wholeheartedly, and they're in the main event. Austin, we're gonna have to leave off a couple shows, and it's gonna be more of the same, like they're at a C. Punk loves us, but they're hospitalized. No problem. Like A's and S's, I can deal with. John Moxley, another D. He just wiped out Steve Austin in a featured contest, but okay. Orton, we've worked him up to a B. Shawn Michaels is up to a C after that pep talk. Undertaker is our heavyweight, or excuse me, our Hall of Fame champion, and even they're at a C. So most of our Hall of Fame division doesn't really trust us. I don't know why. Like, because again, we're kind of, at least for now, building the main event scene around them, trying to get as many high quality main event matches out of them as we can. Either that's going to turn, like, that's either going to change their minds into our favor, or they're going to do what Sean did there and just keep bitching. And if we eventually can't solve it, they walk, and I will at least have gotten all that great work out of them. You know what I mean? And then we can just replace them, because there's no shortage of wrestlers in this universe. Okay, I can't really offer a contract, but I can do some more scouting. Oh yeah, I don't know who that Rogers character is. I might go see who that is. They were in America. Oh no, it's not going to let me, because I can't hire anybody, so it's not going to let me. Oh, maybe I can do... Okay, free agents. Okay, looking for something that says Rogers. Oh, you know what? It's probably a Hall of Famer. If it's somebody whose name I don't immediately remember, because there's still the Hall of Fame, like the WWE Hall of Fame and International Legends promotions. Like Buddy Rogers? Nope, I don't see it. Oh, they're not in any sort of order at the moment. That's why. There, probably Nature Boy Buddy Rogers. That's why I couldn't think of anybody currently. It is this 98-year-old gentleman here. Wow! Speaking of, look at the stats on them. Huh. I might bring them in, I might bring them in to guest. Just to pop a rating. That's insane. Okay, Buddy Rogers is here. Can I do Nature Boy versus Nature Boy? Huh. Might just book that. Okay. Oh yeah, we also have, hang on one second. Human resources. Nope, that's not it. Wrestler stats. Let's go to All Japan really quick and confirm, if we can, that, yeah, the only person with Yoshi starting their name or in their name at all is Yoshitatsu, who is guesting with us. His neck is at red. If I put him in a match like you want me to, he's going to get hurt. Stop sending me wrestlers so that I send them back to you broken. Okay. We're going to try, though. You're going to try. All right, I think that's all that I have the energy for this week. We have our 32nd roster member. Oh, I just booped myself in the nose. When we hired Darby Allin. So that's the size of full-time roster that I'm comfortable with until we sort of make the next leap. And by next leap for me is we're the #1 promotion in America. It's time to conquer the world. And as I said earlier, we did an entire revolution, or whatever you want to call it, an entire universe where we had the 4 members of the industry, or the standard in this case, Jack Howard, David Houston, Matt Robinson, Thomas Walker, as part of our roster since the jump throughout the entirety of it. What I'm going to do is slowly fire and replace those gentlemen. So be forewarned, at some point we are going to have all real wrestlers in our Fed. Not that I dislike them or anything like that, like the Jack Howards, the David Houstons, the Matt Robinsons, Thomas Walker, even Mickey Williams to a degree before I parted ways with them. And Bill Bullock certainly has a really interesting opportunity coming up. I believe they have a tag title shot coming up next month, but eventually we're going to move away from them and move more toward, real stars. Just because it's as a guy, as the guy doing the booking and the commentating, I don't know what to say there. Commentating, whatever. The guy doing the talkie talk with his face mouth, doing the words from his brain, the brain words in the face mouth, doing all that stuff. It's easier for me to get invested if I know I can't like book week to week to week to week in any like meaningful way in this mode, because it's just monthly special events sort of thing. So it's a lot easier for me to get invested if I'm watching a video game representation of a wrestler I'm intimately familiar with than it is for the ones that are just provided in the Fire Promoter world. Good though they may be, I'm just, you know, we already had a kick around the sun with them in our squad anyway. All right, that's enough of me yammering. I mean, not quite enough of me yammering, but that is the penultimate bit of yammering, because the last bit happens when I hit this fancified button. Put my big dumb face front and center to thank everybody for watching. No matter where or when you happen to be, wishing everybody chill vibes and clear skies. If you find yourself in possession of a plethora of positive energy, please share it if you can spare it. And don't forget about your old pal, the Silent G, Rad Gnarly, saying so long for now. We will be back Friday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern to get the gang back together for this week's foray into 7 Days to Die. Until then, TTFN. All right, let's find someone to spread a little love to on our way out of here. What? Well, there we go. Let's go say hi to Prosper. Boink. Live long and raid Prosper. Let's go do that. Bing, bong, bing. All right. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. Hopefully I see you tomorrow night where there's a bunch of us, like 6 to 8 of us at least, playing 7 Days to Die. Ta-ta!